Let's go Pitt! Let's go Pitt! Let's go Pitt! What up, what up, what up, what it do everybody? I am TALK-IS-PITT and you guys are tuning into the #1 sports channel on YouTube that will eat, breathe, and shit everything Pitt. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I will be giving you my official prediction video for the 2023 Pitt football season. Before I get into today's video, please like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Click the notification bell to stay up to date for more Pitt and college football content. And if you are gracious enough, send your donations to the Cash App link down below. I will thank you in the next video afterwards. With all that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into today's video by rewinding to 2022. Now, Pitt went from having an 11-3 season to a 9-4 season. The quarterback play just wasn't what it should have been. And also, once again, our problem was our corners just did not know how to cover. And we also didn't have the best run defense as well either, plagued with injuries on both the offense and the defensive side of the ball. Can the Pittsburgh Panthers turn it around this year? Well, I'll give you my predictions. Starting off September 2nd against FCS Wofford, that's a win. September 9th, the River City rivalry returns to Pittsburgh when the Cincinnati Bearcats come into town to play the Pitt Panthers. Cincinnati, we want our paddle wheel trophy back. We want it back, and we will get it back. I do think Pittsburgh will win that game. Then, on the 16th of September, they have an away game in Morgantown against West Virginia. The backyard brawl returns to Morgantown. If West Virginia returned almost, if not all of everybody they had last year on the offensive side of the ball, and they weren't replacing their offensive coordinator again, I would give West Virginia this win because it's in Morgantown. But even in a rivalry game, you still have to count in the talent level of your opponent. And look, I'm sorry to West Virginia fans that I get along with. You guys just don't have the talent we do. You just don't. And therefore, I think with everything stacked against you, Pitt's coming in and Pitt is getting another victory in Morgantown. It might be 2007 all over again. September 23rd, the Panthers returned home to play North Carolina for their first conference game. Now, North Carolina beat Pittsburgh last year, and it wasn't pretty because Pittsburgh was winning controllably for a good quarter and a half until they took their foot off the brake, and they just, for whatever reason, just let North Carolina destroy them from there on out. I think Pitt will have revenge on this mine, and I think Pitt will remain undefeated at home against North Carolina. So that's 4-0 so far. Then they have another away game, this time in Blacksburg, who is the home of West Virginia's rival, Virginia Tech. They have a bit of a rivalry going on between West Virginia and Virginia Tech. I can't remember what their trophy is called, but we don't have that rivalry with Virginia Tech the way West Virginia does. And even down in Blacksburg, I think Pitt will beat Virginia Tech for the second time in a row in Blacksburg, third time in a row overall, and I just don't think Virginia Tech's going to be able to keep up. So Pitt remains undefeated, finishing out the month of September 5-0. Then they have a bye week, and then they will play again on October 14th at home against Louisville. Louisville's also one of those games Pitt should not have lost last year, in my opinion. Pitt lost that game last year, 24-10, I believe it was. There's no Malik Cunningham. I don't think Louisville is going to do what they did to us last year, and I think Pitt will remain undefeated against Louisville. Now, their next game, to me, is going to be a little bit more tricky because Wake Forest has more of a revenge factor on their mind since we did beat them in the ACC championship 2 years ago. But Sam Hartman isn't there, neither is A.T. Perry, and a few of their offensive linemen. I think their offensive line was gutted last year, or their offense was just gutted last year from graduation, transfer portal, and whoever went to the NFL. And Wake Forest's defense isn't great at all either. So I think Pitt remains undefeated, but this may be a closer game than what people think. Then Pitt has another away game on the 28th of October after Wake Forest against Notre Dame. I do see this is where Pitt will take their first loss of the season against Notre Dame down in South Bend. I don't think Pitt will be able to handle Notre Dame, but who knows? We have beaten them since we have joined the ACC. But let's be logical, guys. This is Notre Dame down in South Bend. That is a very difficult place to play and win. So Pitt will take its first loss of the season. Then they have a home game on November 4th against Florida State. Now, I have this game as a loss for the Panthers. But Florida State Seminole fans, you need to make no mistake about it. If we catch you looking to the week after when you guys play Miami, we will beat you. So don't get caught slacking, Florida State. We have beat the crap out of you before in recent memory, and we can do it again if we catch you slacking. Syracuse is the next game after that at Bronx Field. I do apologize for the sirens, everybody. That's the price you paid living near a hospital. But we play Syracuse. It's an away game at Bronx Field. But I still think we're going to win that game. Syracuse just doesn't have the defense. They just don't. And their offense may be okay because Garrett Schrader is coming back. But to me, that's as far as it's going to go. Pitt wins that game against Syracuse. The following week is their final home game of the year against Phil's old team, Boston College. This is going to be an interesting game that I think is going to get out of control. I think Pitt will absolutely destroy Boston College because Boston College still has the same defensive coordinator as when Frank Cignetti and Phil Jurkovec was there. They're both going to know what's coming towards them. This is going to turn ugly. Pitt will win. And then we have an away game at Duke. This will be a tough game. It's the end of the season. Everybody's dog-tired. And I think Duke is going to come out to this game and fight just like they did last year. But I still think the defense is going to be too much for Riley Leonard and Duke. And I still think Pitt will win this game, finishing the season 10-2. That is my official prediction for the Pittsburgh Panthers, 10-2. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Click the notification bell to stay up to date for more Pitt and college football content. And also check out the Cash App link down below to send your donations towards my channel. Let's go Pitt, let's go Pitt, let's go Pitt. See you in the next one.